convince you that your thoughts and your feelings and emotions are very real. Every day I wake up, it's getting more like either kill or be killed. Walking in smoke and keep it real. Tav X Hebrew. I'ma do it if nobody else gonna do it. See it if nobody else gonna see it. Every time I close my eyes, I convince myself every day like this shit not real life. How the fuck I've been in the street for so long? How the pain run deep for so long? They done kill us in the street for so long. And I couldn't even be myself for so long. So don't walk in that smoke, guarantee you gon' choke. Cause the running man, this shit ain't no joke. We'll never lose hope cause we tap in. Stuck in the wheel that the system got us trapped in. Ain't fucked up, we gon' get it out the back end. And how the fuck I've been in the street for so long? How the pain run deep for so long? I've been feeling like this for so long. How could you sleep? Stop in your face, you ain't gotta reach. All you gotta do is listen to me pipe down. I'm about to teach peace in the air. I'm about to preach. King David says, Tavex. Tavex to you, brother. Always a pleasure to see you in here, King David. Just gonna give it a few minutes to see if anybody else gonna come up in here. If they don't, it'll just be me and you, King David. I'ma do it if nobody else gonna do it. See it if nobody else gonna see it. Every time I close my eyes, I convince myself every day like this shit not real. Like, how the fuck I've been asleep for so long? How the pain run deep for so long? They done kill us in the street for so long. And I couldn't even be myself for so long. So don't want to make smoke, guarantee we gon' choke. Cause the running man, this shit ain't no joke. I like this song, man. I like this song. For the first time I heard it. I'm telling you, play this song back when you in a car, or if you in the house, you got some kind of system, some stereo or whatever. This song bumps. King David says, same, too. Just got off work, heading to my sister's house to get my hair done. That's what's up, King David. I know the feeling, man. I just not too long ago got out of slavery today myself, brother. And you know how it is. Once you get off of slavery, then you got other stuff you got to do, like you getting ready to do right now. Like many of us out there doing right now. Like I got to do right now. Like I got to do after I make this video with y'all. I gotta share this with y'all. The brothers and the sisters. And let me tell y'all this. What I'm about to tell y'all, whether you're watching this on this live, whether you're watching on the playback, I ain't never told nobody this before. Story time. Whether you're on the live or the playback, hit the like button, hit the bell, and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already, family. You feel me, family? This is what we gonna do. I'm gonna play a little bit of this Psalms 144, and then I'm gonna get right into what I came to talk to you guys about. And what I'm gonna talk to y'all about, y'all saw the title of this video. Y'all saw the title of this video. We're gonna listen to a little bit of Psalms 144, and then we're gonna get into it, family. Blessed be Yahweh, my strength, which teacheth my hands to war, and my fingers to fight. It's gonna be a strong shift. People gonna feel it close to our New Year's. Facts, King David. Facts, King David. All facts.
All praises to the mighty one of Jacob.
And he in whom I trust, who subdueth my people under me. Yahweh, what is man
That thou takest the count.
knowledge of him?
Oh, my bad.
Or the Son of Man
That thou takest the count of him. That's what I was thinking.
Man is like
To vanity.
his days are as a shadow that passeth away. Bow thy heavens, O Yahweh, and come down. Touch the mountains,
And they shall smoke. Cast down.
lightning, and scatter them.
You hear the prayer, King David?
Shoot out thine arrows and destroy them.
Destroy them.
Send thine hand from above.
That's what we should be praying, family.
And
Rid me. Deliver me.
out of great water.
Family, we're going to all sing this together one day.
Of strange children,
Can y'all imagine being in the kingdom?
whose mouth speaks
Singing Psalms 144.
and their right hand is a right hand of falsehood.
Okay, Brother King David.
I will
It look like it's going to be me and you, King David. Look like we got 1 and 2. It's fluctuating up and down. Whatever it's going to be, it's going to be. Family, y'all saw the title of this video, right? Trees can talk. Trees can talk, okay? Now I know right off the bat, surface value, right off the bat, taking that statement on surface value, it sounds ridiculous. I know. But guess what? It's true. Trees can talk. And I'm going to tell you about a time. Believe it or not, Hebrews, I'm not going to come on here and lie to y'all, right? And some people say, oh, man, why I gotta lie? Why I gotta lie? I'm not even going to say that because nobody knows why a man or a woman will lie. Only the Most High knows that. What I'm telling you right now is, and the scriptures say, swear by the God of Israel. I'm telling anybody watching this video right now, I swear by the God of Israel, okay? And listen out there, for all those church people and those Christians, Muslims, I don't care whatever religion you a part of. All religions told you you're not supposed to swear to God. Guess what? It's in the law, it's in the Old Testament. The Most High wants you to swear by him. But here's the thing, you better not be lying. You better not be lying if you swear by the God of Israel. Now I'm telling anybody watching this video, on this live, on this playback, I'm gonna give you play by play what happened. First of all, I gotta start like any story, right? From the beginning of this incident, okay? And one thing I'm gonna tell you right now, of course not. This wasn't recently. The day that this incident occurred, when a tree talked to me, okay? And I'm not crazy at all. Although somebody might think that I'm crazy out there when they see this video. And look, I get it. But I don't care. Because I know what I'm telling you is, as the young niggas say, no kizzy, no cap. It's not a game. This happened when I was in my early 20s, okay? I'm a grown man now. This was in my early 20s, okay? Early 20s. Listen to this. Listen to this, okay? This is crazy. I feel even crazy even saying this because look, I never told nobody about this, y'all. So here it is. Remember, I'm going back. I'm in my early 20s, right? For those of you who might not understand, I just want to paint a little backdrop. I'm from like a town called the DC, Maryland, Virginia area, okay? A lot of people today, they call it the DMV, okay? Just to give you guys a geography of like where I'm at this time. I'm in the Washington, D.C., Maryland, Virginia area, specifically in PG County at this time, right? So at this time, when I say I was struggling financially, I'm talking about I felt like I was damn near about to drown, okay? And I know, you know what? Of course, I didn't know it then, but I know now it was those curses striking home, okay? This is what happened to me, y'all. Kid you not. Remember this. I'm gonna make this statement, and this statement is true. I never took nothing from nobody, robbed somebody, forcefully strong arm somebody of anything that did not belong to me. Okay? Not saying that I'm some kind of good person, or not saying that I was some kind of good person or that I had these high morals, but you know what? I had my boundaries even when I was being black. Y'all gotta understand this. And at this time, I was definitely black. I didn't care nothing about no church stuff, care nothing about no God. Of course, my parents taught me about God and all that stuff, but I just listened to that stuff. My parents taught it to me. I didn't really want to hear it. I didn't pay no attention to it when I got older, okay? In the community where I'm at, right? Remember, I'm in my early 20s. The community where I'm at, the job and working situation went something like this, family. You're going to see why I'm telling you this. This is all a part of this thing that took place this day. I'm giving you the story to give you the backdrop of what was going on, because it wasn't no regular circumstance when this tree spoke to me. It was extreme circumstances. That's why I'm giving you the backdrop of what was going on. In this time, in my community, in my life, particularly so-called black people, which I was black. For those of you who didn't know, I used to be black. And having a job, at least a job that paid decent money, it was something that I just did not see with my eye. I didn't see it with my eyes. I'm talking about you would see it, but it was a rarity. It wasn't the normal. The majority of the people that I grew up with, the majority of people in my peers, neighborhoods, places I went to school with, the majority of the guys were engaged in crime, paying their bills with crime. A lot of guys, if not for crime, they would have been homeless, okay? I'm painting the picture for you guys, painting the backdrop. I guess some people would call it the hood. There's different levels to the hood, different variations of the hood. But at the end of the day, the hood is the hood. It's the mindset of the people that's living there. And this was at a time where, you guys, I'm filling out applications like they're going out of style. I'm in my early 20s. I'm filling out applications, I mean like they're going out of style. I put in too many applications to count, family. That's how many applications I put in. Putting them in, calling, going there, calling, filling out stuff, calling people, trying to get a follow-up. I'm doing it all. And ain't nothing moving or shaking, family. Nothing came through. So you know where that left me? This is how I was thinking back then, at least. Weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks on end without having a job, without having any prospects, And you know the feeling that comes on a male, okay, living in the DMV with no job, no money, okay? And I told you, the majority of my peers, whether they were in my neighborhoods that I was raised in or I went to school with, most of the males were engaged in crime of some fashion. And you guys know out there, a lot of y'all grew up in the hood too. Y'all know, for the ones of you that did grow up in the hood, some of us didn't grow up in the hood, but I did. And y'all know a lot of the guys engaged in crime. A lot of the guys still engaging in crime. So think about that. This is how I'm thinking. Early 20s. You guys, I really don't know how many applications I put in because I had put in so many. I had put in that many. I was going to these places physically as well. Physically filling out applications, going up to the places, filling them out, and bringing them back later, talking to managers, talking to so-called hiring managers. Nothing was working. This went on for weeks and weeks and weeks. So guess what? Guess what that points you out to be in the black community? You're a loser. Yes. Yes, in the black community. No cash means you're a loser. That's what it meant to me at that point. Okay, remember, I'm early 20s, filling out many applications, calling for all kinds of callbacks and checkbacks and comebacks, this, that, and the third. Nothing was shaking. The majority of the guys I grew up with engaged in crime in all kinds of levels. The majority engaging in crimes in all kinds of levels. So here I am one day, you guys. I finally had enough. Listen to me, Hebrew. I'm telling you the story of the day that a tree talked to me. I would not lie to you guys. I told you guys. I swear to the God of Israel, this story I'm telling you is true. Now, whether you believe it or not, that's of your own accord. And you say, oh man, you're not supposed to swear to God. Where you get that at? And maybe one day, maybe after this video uploads, I'm gonna come in the comment section and I'm gonna post a script that has people in there swearing by the God of Israel. But you better be telling the truth. That's the thing. I know I'm telling the truth, regardless of who believes this out there. But I'm sharing this with y'all because maybe this will help one of you. Maybe you guys got a story similar or some other kind of unexplainable story. Or look, maybe I'm late to the program. Maybe the whole time is people already out there that been knowing that trees can talk to people. Maybe I'm just late. But whatever it is, I kid you not, everything I'm telling you is true, Hebrew. So I told you all the stuff that was going on. If you just coming in here now, go back when this video uploads, go back to the beginning and listen all the way so you get all the backdrop to know how we got to this point. So remember, early 20s, filling out hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of applications, calling people, physically going to these places. You know it costs money to go to these places. Hopping on the bus, hopping on the train, standing outside in the cold, standing outside in the hot. Keep hearing, no, no, no. Yahweh's portion says, Shalom, family, Shalom, Yahweh's portion. Always good to see you in here, brother. Hey, brother, if you just now coming in here, I don't know how long you've been in here, but if you hadn't been here from the beginning, when this uploads, you're going to want to go back and hear it all, brother, to see how we got to this point of the time a tree talked to me, okay? So remember, family, I'm telling you, all the things going on. I'm in my early 20s, filled out countless applications. I done called countless managers, spoke with countless hiring managers. I done actually went to the majority of these places, not once, twice, following up, getting numbers, getting names, calling back. They say, hey, call back in a week or two, we'll be high. Call back in a week or two, nope, still nothing. And this went on for weeks and weeks and weeks. In the black community, I felt like a loser. And the majority of my peers in my neighborhood, they were engaged in crime. I mean, they wouldn't have it any other way. And I'm not talking bad about those guys. Those guys didn't know any better, okay? They were engaging in crime. So because of that, and in my mind, I'm like, no, I'm not going to engage in crime. 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 It was all kind of crimes going on around me amongst my peers. Everything from stealing to dealing to strong arm extortion, robbery, unaliving people, you name it. Doing all kinds of stuff, right? The whole time I'm like this, nope, I'm not gonna do nothing. Nope, not gonna do nothing, not gonna do nothing. I'm gonna work, I'm gonna get a job. But this day, I got fed up. I got fed up. The Howard's portion says, I just got in, I don't just sit there and watch. That's right. Always a pleasure to see you here, Art. Family, this particular day, I got fed up. You know why I got fed up? Because I looked around, right? And I saw all the guys in my neighborhood, majority of them, anybody who had anything financially, they got it through crime. And I'm like, yo, a lot of these guys don't even want to work. They're not even filling out applications. Here I am filling out too many applications to count. Nothing is happening. And I got tired of not having money and feeling like a loser. So, and you guys, when I say I was fighting against this so hard, but this what happened. I felt so low. I felt so broke. No hope, no prospects, but knowing that there's lots of money being made in various ways right around me. And you know what? It was a very dark day. It was a very dark day for me until that tree spoke to me. Now look, I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. Here's what it is. I told you guys at the beginning of this video, I never took nothing from nobody that wasn't owed to me. If somebody has something that belongs to me, if I take that from you, that's not robbery. That's mine. I'm taking it. I don't have to ask to take what's mine if somebody else has it. But to go out and say, hey, give me that, or to just go out and hit somebody over the head and take what's theirs, I've never done that, right? I had a lot of peers and friends who were doing that, okay? Kids you not, family, I'm not making this up. It was such a bad time. I was so low. I felt so broke. I felt like such a loser, because in the black community, it really doesn't matter how you get it. If you don't have money, you're deemed a loser. So this went on for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. I couldn't even buy $1 chicken sandwich. Couldn't even buy a soda, $1 soda. I couldn't do jack diddly poo. That's how I was feeling. I'm like, yo, I reached my breaking point. And when I reached my breaking point, and remember I told you early 20s, didn't know nothing. Well, I knew about God, but I didn't know about the real God. I was into Christianity, just like my parents taught me to. Just like many of your parents, grandparents, aunties, and uncles taught you. I'm sitting there, and you know what came over me? It wasn't I'm thinking about doing this. Maybe I'm going to do this. I told you weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks of nothing. And one day I'm sitting in the living room, right? I'm sitting in the living room at home. I was there by myself with nobody home but me. I'm by myself. And I'm sitting in the crib by myself. The house portion says, you ain't no way you an Israelite and ain't been at your lowest. That's just that. Exactly, Yahweh's portion. That was them curses hitting home. And they was tearing me up. Of course, I ain't know nothing about that then, but those curses find who they supposed to find. And it's clear those curses was on me heavy. I felt so down, so low, so broke, like such a loser. And I was ready to go against and I was a nigga back then. I was even going to go against my code, because I never took nothing from nobody that didn't belong to me. But I was so broken, so low, felt like such a loser. And I was wrestling with all day in my mind. How can I do this? Not tomorrow. I need this money today. Today. Right now. Today. I was fed up, fam. Hey, fam. Whether you watching this on the live or the playback, if y'all know what I'm talking about, if you a so-called black person out there, a so-called Negro, a nigga, whether you from America or other parts, you know who you are. Them curses found you wherever you are. Howard's portion says, you speaking facts, Ark. All praises, Ark. Whether y'all in here on this live or on the playback, if you an Israelite and you know that you done been some times where you done been so low, you just been like, yo, WTF, what the? You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button for that, y'all. Hit the bell and subscribe if you're not. But that's how this particular day was going. I literally hit my ceiling. I hit my limit, family. And I was like this, you know what? This gonna stop today. I kid you not, family. I'm sitting in the living room. I want to say I sat in that living room probably for 4 hours. And look, this the way it is, yo. Your Howard's portion says, yo, you should listen my new track. I'm sure you can relate to it. 100. Hey, brother, I will definitely check it out. Is it over there on your page or wherever you got it? If you can send me a link, either when this video uploads or one of the other videos that's already uploaded. If you go over there, leave me a link, I will definitely check it out. Or put it in your community tab, wherever. Let me know how I can get to it, brother. Definitely want to check that out. Yeah, Howard's portion says it's on my page called Lament. Got it, Ark. I will be checking that out tonight. Good looking, bruh. Good looking. Appreciate that. Family, this is what it was that day. I was sitting in the living room, and check this out. Sitting in the living room for like 4 hours, y'all. I kid you not. I'm sitting in the living room, right? And we used to have a love seat that looked straight towards our balcony, right? Family, I kid you not. I never forgot this because I never told nobody. Anybody who's watching this video right now, this is the first time I'm telling anybody this. Because look, I couldn't even handle this when this happened to me back then. I couldn't handle this. And I'm sure many people won't be able to handle it now. They're going to say, I'm lying, I'm capping, as they say. He's making this up. I wouldn't dare do that, okay? I think it's Proverbs 19:9. Go read Proverbs 19:9, and then you'll see why I wouldn't dare make this up. I'm not going to do that. Sitting in the love seat, looking out. Sitting in the love seat, looking out the balcony. Family, I remember like it was yesterday. As I'm sitting there on the love seat, looking out the balcony. And look, I kid you not. And look, I got a sister, y'all. Every now and again, my sister comes on and watches videos and everything. All praises to the Most High, too. My sister woke up to this JC nonsense. All praises to the mighty one of Jacob for that one. Woke my sis up to this JC nonsense. But my sis can attest to this, whether she in here right now or whether she watch on the playback. She can attest to this. That love seat that we used to be in the house back in the day, and it used to sit and look straight ahead, directly off the balcony. Look, y'all, directly off of that balcony, it was a very, very, very big tree. And it used to sit directly in the middle of my balcony, okay? A huge tree, if I might add, okay? And our love seat used to look directly out of there. I'm home alone, got all these things going on my mind, been broke for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, which turns into months and months and months and months. We talking the black community now. Y'all know how the black community treats you when you have $0 and 0 cents. Talk to me out there. Y'all hit the like button if you know what I mean. Yahweh's portion says, I was talking to a sister earlier this week about JC. She knows she is real. I just hope she snap out of it when it comes to that NT, that New Testament. Yeah, brother, you right. And you know what? That thing is such a hard thing for people to snap out of. It's literally a miracle when we can snap out of the New Testament. It's a miracle. And literally only the Most High can do it. Cause I remember how it was when I couldn't see it. It wasn't nothing nobody could tell me about JC, but I was calling him Yahweh Shai. Like nobody can tell me. I thought the Old Testament only people was devils. I kid you not. It's crazy. Yahweh's portion. Hey, good looking, Good looking, I'm definitely gonna check that joint out. Everybody who's in here on this live, make sure y'all check that link out to that song. And also go to Yahweh's portion page. He got a song on there called Lament. Check that song out, Hebrews. We got to start being there for our brothers and sisters. We got to share with our brothers and sisters. That brother didn't have to share that song with us, but he did. And all praises to the mighty one of Jacob for that. Y'all, I'm sitting on this love seat, looking out the window. And look, I'm not really looking at this tree. I see this tree every day. This is what I'm telling you guys. I would see this tree damn near every day. Okay, this tree was out back. We used to live in the apartments, okay? Place called Landover Road. For anybody who knows the area, we was on Landover Road. On the balcony, looking out my balcony, it was a huge tree. Yeah, Howard's portion says, thanks for allowing me to share, Ak. Oh, no problem, Ak. No problem, Ak. My pleasure. Anything I can do with my brothers, for my brothers, is always my pleasure. I love you, man. King David, I love you. I love anybody, all the Hebrew Israelites that's in here. I love y'all, man. That's why I'm sharing this with y'all. I told y'all, I can't talk to regular, normal people about this. I can't do it. They're going to say, oh, he's on drugs, he's on this, he's on that, he's losing his mind. If that's what you want to think, be my guest. I'm telling you this because now I understand what it is. Back then, I was freaked out by this. I ain't going to say freaked out in a bad way, but I was like, I knew what I thought had happened actually did happen, but my mind just couldn't wrap around. I knew I couldn't tell nobody back then when this happened because nobody would believe me. And I'm sure most people won't believe me now. Y'all gonna have to share this video with somebody. Like I said, I'm sitting on that love seat, looking out of the balcony, and I'm just looking out there. I'm not like necessarily looking at the tree. I'm looking out on that balcony, looking out into the streets. I'm looking way past that tree. The tree, at this point, the tree is just there. I told you, I saw this tree every day damn near. And I'm just thinking, in my mind, I'm thinking about what I'm going to do. And you know what? That's when I said, you know what? I was going to go against my moral codes, even though I was black, called myself having a moral code. But this day I said, blank that moral code. I'm going to go out and I'm going to commit a robbery. I'm going to commit a robbery. I kid you not, family. I kid you not. That's what was in my heart at that moment. After sitting in the living room for 4 hours or so, just looking out the balcony. Completely stressed out, completely bummed out, feeling like a lost cause, a loser. Like I said, I was in the black community with $0 and 0 cents in my early 20s for weeks and weeks and weeks, for months and months and months. Okay? Those curses definitely hit their mark. I was trapped inside my own mind. And I said, you know what? I can't take not being able to buy a $1 sandwich. I can't take being at the 7-Eleven and I can't get a Snickers bar. How much is it? It's just $1. I ain't got it. I can't take it no more. I said, you know what? I'm going to commit a robbery. I'm telling you, family. And I told you, I've never in my life ever committed a robbery, but this was my plan at that moment, and this robbery was going to get committed, family. I was in the house. I wasn't debating anymore. I had to debate for about 4 hours. In fact, I didn't even have a debate about doing a robbery. My debate for 4 hours was like, what am I gonna do to make some money? Because obviously a job is not gonna contact me. Obviously a job is not gonna call me because they would have called months ago. So now, how am I gonna make it? I thought about that for 4 hours and then something just said, fuck it. We committing a robbery. And I didn't even try to resist in my mind. You know what my mind started doing? Once we accepted the fact that we were going to commit a robbery, next step in my mind, okay, how are we going to carry out this robbery? Okay? One thing I had in my mind, this is crazy, right? And this is how people get unalived on any side of the robbery, whether you're the one doing the robbery or the one who's having the robbery attempt carried out on. Either one of them could get unalived. Okay, I know guys who've been unalived because people have been trying to rob them, and in the process they got unalived. In fact, this time, same time I'm telling you about right here, the place where I used to live at, one of my best friends lived in the same building with me. He got unalived. He got killed. I'm sorry, killed, but you know, YouTube, they try to play with you when you say killed, but I say killed all the time. Brutally killed. You feel me? But yeah, rest in peace to my brother back in the day, though. He lost his life. They tried to rob him and they killed him. Yahweh's portion, this system is built to make us break Torah. When we don't know what's going on, we just think we ain't nothing because we won't get it how we live. Yep. And the first people we go to is our own. Exactly, Yahweh's portion. Brother, you speaking the words that are on my heart, brother. Yes, you are. And I'm sure Yahweh's portion is speaking the words that is on somebody else's heart out there. Y'all, I said to myself, oh, we doing this robbery. So guess what I started saying to myself then? Okay, how are we going to carry out this robbery? And I kid you not, I told you at this time, the place where I'm at living at, the majority of the guys in my neighborhood were all involved in crime in some sort, okay? All kind of guys from thieves, robbers, killers, pimps, you name it. All of it. Scammers. And this was before scamming was even big. People in the neighborhood was doing all kind of stuff, right? I said, man, I'm sick of this. I'm pulling off a robbery. And look, it's crazy. Because, like I said, a lot of guys in the neighborhood, we had a lot of guys who do robberies in the neighborhood. And it was one area the guys used to like to go to. Well, they would do robberies all in kind of different places. But it was one area that these guys, they were very fond of. They would always go out to this other place. Some of the guys would come back, lots of money, right? And I'm talking about guys who didn't work, guys who didn't fill out applications. They wasn't trying to get a job. I was looking for a job, but a lot of other guys was like, man, I ain't working no job. As Yahweh's portion said, I'm going to get it how I live. So at this point, I'm saying to myself, you know what? I'm going to get it how I live. I'm doing a robbery today, but here's what I said in my black mind. I ain't going to kill nobody, though. I ain't going to kill nobody because I know that it's wrong. I know I shouldn't be robbing nobody. That's why I had not ever robbed anybody, because I know you're not supposed to be robbing nobody. It ain't right. I knew that, right? But this day I said, blank that. I'm doing a robbery. So I said to myself in my mind, how you going to pull this robbery off? So when you're surrounded by lots of crime, and in the black community, we know it, family. We're surrounded with crime. We're born around crime in the so-called black community. That's them curses, right? When you look up and damn near all of your peers, not because I sought them out, I grew up with these guys. I lived in the neighborhood with them. Just happened to be all in different kind of crime. So I said, okay, how am I going to pull off this robbery? Just like anything else, you study the people who are already doing things that you want to do. And not that I wanted to do this, but I knew a lot of people who were doing this. I knew how they were doing it. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do what they did. I'm not going to kill nobody, right? That's what I'm telling myself. Yahweh's portion says, it's like you doing a biography on me. Ha, ha, ha. Laugh out loud. Yeah, man. This crazy, man. This is crazy, man. 'Cause I'm telling y'all, I never told nobody this a day in my life. A lot of people gonna swear out his cap because they don't know. Proverbs 19:9. I'm not gonna cap with y'all. I already told you, I already swore to Yahweh. I swore to the God of Israel that this is the truth when I'm telling y'all. So if y'all don't believe that, then hey, so on you. There's nothing wrong with swearing before the God of Israel. But you better make sure you not lying or you will pay the price. I don't even have to tell you what that is. I can't tell you what that is. I can tell you this. I don't want to be the person who swears to Yahweh and lies. It's a dangerous thing. I'm thinking to myself, how am I going to pull this robbery off? I said, okay, I'm going to go to one of these places that I know a lot of guys have success with robberies, and that's what I'm going to do. So I start thinking in my mind, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? What am I going to do if this person resists my robbery attempt? And I kept saying in my mind, you can't kill nobody. Don't kill nobody. I'm not going to kill nobody. I kept telling myself that in my head. You can't kill nobody. We're not trying to kill nobody. That's what I keep telling myself in my head, right? And of course, I didn't want to kill anybody, but I'm telling y'all, this is how bad it got that day. The day the tree talked to me. Now, I told you again, I'm sitting out in the living room on the love seat, looking out the balcony at that giant-sized tree that I see damn near every day. And as I'm going through my mind, the procedures and the steps to carry out this robbery, how I'm going to do it, what if they resist? What would I do if they resist? I keep telling myself, we ain't going to kill nobody. I'm not going to kill nobody. I'm not out there to kill nobody. I just want the money. This is what I'm thinking, right? I kid you not, right? Now, I told y'all I was home by myself. Let me make that abundantly clear. You guys know what by myself means? Of course you do. I was by myself, right? And I'm going through this. I told you, we wasn't talking about and thinking in my head, am I going to do this? No, we're doing a robbery. Now it's merely the planning. I'm sitting in here planning, saying, you know what? Later on today, going out and I'm going to commit my first robbery. That's the mind frame I'm in. I'm just practicing out different scenarios. How do I want to step to this guy? How do I want to step to that guy? How I'm going to approach him? What I'm going to do? What am I going to do if they resist? And I keep telling myself, we ain't going to kill nobody. We ain't going to kill nobody. I kid you not. Sitting on the love seat looking out at this giant-sized tree is in the middle of my balcony, but I'm not really looking at the tree. I'm looking way past the tree. I'm almost like looking at the skyline, looking at the street. I'm looking at anything but the tree. And this is what happened, family. As I'm sitting there which was a very wicked mind state, a very low mind state, looking out that window, I heard something say, hey, I kid you not. I heard something say, hey, you know how when I don't know, you're looking somewhere else and then somebody calls you. They don't call your name, but it's nobody else there. And somebody go, hey. And when you hear somebody say, hey, the first thing you do, what you do, as soon as you hear somebody say, hey, you turn your head, right? You look, right? I'm home by myself, sitting on the love seat, looking out the balcony window. I've been there for the last 4 hours or so. And now I'm at the point I'm planning a robbery. That robbery was going to get carried out, family. And I'm happy to say I never had a chance to pull that robbery off, fam. I heard something say, hey, now look, imagine being home by yourself, sitting in a love seat, looking out the window on a 3rd floor balcony, just looking out there for 4 hours or so, planning a robbery in your head and you hear somebody say, hey, the first thing you're going to do, you're going to look. Guess what? Just like anybody else would, you might not think you would because you know you by yourself. But guess what? When I heard that voice go, hey, human instinct was to look. I don't know if I looked left or looked right, but I definitely looked. Because I'm sitting in the chair. I'm looking straight. So when I hear somebody go, hey, I look. I'm like, hold up. I'm tripping. What I mean, hey, ain't nobody here. I'm home alone. But my mind is so low, so wicked right now. I'm sitting here planning a robbery. So I just shook it off. I mean, I'm thinking all kind of stuff, right? So I just go, I'm looking back out the balcony again, staring out, just staring out there. Like on some villainous type shit, plotting my robbery. I heard something again. Hey, look, I kid you now. I'm like, hold up now. This is what I'm thinking to myself. Hold up now. I know I'm not crazy. I look to my right, look to my left. I'm here by myself. So I don't even know why I looked to the left or the right. I knew I was there by myself. And then I kid you not, as I'm even looking to the left or the right, it said it again. Hey. And look, you know how like when somebody's saying, hey, the louder they say it, you're like your head will automatically turn toward a loud voice. I mean, not screaming, yelling, but louder than it had been. And look, when somebody does say, hey, and you look, what happens? When you look at that person who said hey to you, they start addressing you. Because usually when people say, hey, they're trying to tell you something. So yeah, that fourth or fifth time and I heard that, hey, I look, because I was looking to one of the sides and I heard it again. Hey, so I look and I looked directly at that tree. And I can't remember the exact words that the tree used to confirm to me, but he was basically, to sum it up, he was like, yeah, I'm talking to you. And I was like, family, I kid you not. I kid you not. Family, I kid you not. He was like, yeah, I'm talking to you. What is wrong with you? What do you think you are doing? Hey, family, I kid you not. Hey, family, I kid you not. I kid you not. Now, this is one thing I'm not even going to try. I'm not going to try to remember all the exact words that tree said to me because I don't remember all the exact words he said to me. But I do remember this. He gave me a mouthful. He asked me, what do I think I'm doing? What is wrong with you? Yeah, I'm talking to you. He made it abundantly clear to me that it was the tree who was talking to me. I kid you not. And look, now all of a sudden, I told you that tree sat right in the middle of my balcony, fam. Now all of a sudden, I can't see anything but this tree. Where the whole time for 4 hours, I'm sitting on the love seat, looking out there. The tree is right in the middle of the balcony. But whole time for 4 hours, I'm sitting there seeing everything but this tree. When that tree started talking to me, it was like, yeah, I'm talking to you. What are you doing? What is wrong with you? That tree gave me a mouthful and he made it be clear. Look, I'm talking to you. I need to talk to you. Me and you one-on-one. And family, I kid you not. I kid you not. I've never forgot that day. And he basically told me, you can't do this. You're not going to do this. You're not doing this. You've been through a lot. You haven't been coming out here and committing robberies. I know things are tough on you right now, but you are not going to commit that robbery. That's not you. I kid you not, family. I kid you not. family. I know somebody out there is gonna think I'm capping. You're gonna think I'm making this up. Family, that tree talked me out of committing that robbery, family. Do y'all hear me? I probably want to say that tree gave me a mouthful for about 20, 30 minutes. I lost track of time because I couldn't believe. And check this out, family. I was home by myself. You know, when there's nobody else around, you don't have anywhere to hide. You don't have anybody to lean on for comfort. I was there by myself. There was nowhere to hide from what I was experiencing, what I was encountering. And you know what? There was no room for me, nor did I desire to pretend like I didn't know that that tree wasn't talking to me. It was just me and that tree. Family, I can't make this up. Yeah, Howard's portion says, I'll tell you this much. Yeah, Howard know what to do to get your attention. Facts, brother. Facts, brother. Facts. Facts, brother. Facts. Facts, brother. And I'm telling you this, I'm wondering, is there anybody else out there? Is there anybody else out there who has any kind of experience like that? I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not special, but it's one thing that is special about me, and the same thing is special about y'all. You from the house of Israel, so that makes us all special. And, you know, animals, nature, those things will work different for us, even when we don't know and understand. And I kid you not, family, this is all true. That tree stopped me from committing a robbery. And family, I kid you not, if this didn't happen to me, I probably wouldn't believe it. I definitely wouldn't have believed it back then. But now, today, the person that I am today, I may consider it. But I know that tree talked to me. That tree told me, what are you doing? What is wrong with you? I could tell, family, that tree been talking to me like he been knowing me all my life, family. I kid you not. That tree actually, family, this is gonna sound crazy to y'all. You know how when you feel somebody's spirit? Y'all, I felt that tree's spirit, y'all. I'm not making this up, family. I'm not making this up. I could tell that that tree was disappointed in me, family. Family, I cannot make this up. I told you that tree gave me a mouthful. And when you just like when you having a one-on-one conversation with somebody and you can feel their spirit, I felt that tree's spirit. Trees are alive, you know. Trees are alive, family. I'll tell you, family, it's crazy. And look, that's not all. Here's the end of that story. As I'm sitting there on that love seat for 4 hours or so, got to the point where I started planning out my robbery. And I tell you, that robbery was going to get carried out. And as I'm going through the motions in my head, because I had to have plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D. I planned it all the way out, thought about all the possible outcomes, what I would do if it goes this way, what I would do if it goes that way, how do I do this? I'm not going to kill nobody, though. I'm not going to kill nobody. And as I'm in the midst of that wicked, divisive plan, that tree said, what do you think you doing? Hey, family, I kid you not. I kid you not. And I kept looking. And then that tree said, hey. And I looked and it brought me right to that tree. That's how I know. That's how I first started to know that that tree was talking. Because the last A, like it wasn't nowhere else to look. I was looking everywhere else. And he was like, hey, over here. And I looked. I'm like, hey, yo, you got to be kidding. You got to be kidding me. And that tree let me know, no, nigga, I'm not kidding with you. What do you think you're doing? What is wrong with you? Like I told you, family, I know it sounds crazy, but I felt that tree's spirit. And I could tell by the way he was talking, the way he was acting, he was disappointed in me. but he was talking to me like he knew me. Hey family, I can't make this up. I wouldn't make this up, family. And check this out. I kid you not, family. I kid you not. As I'm sitting there, and this is when I was black. As I'm sitting there, the tree had convinced me. I was convinced, and I knew that that was that tree talking to me. Guess what I did, family? Guess what I did? If I'm lying, I'm dying. I told you I was home alone. There was nowhere to run. I couldn't pretend like I didn't just hear that tree. I'm telling you, he wasn't yelling at me. But just like I'm talking to you right now, that's the same kind of voice. I heard a audible voice. I'm not making this up, family. And once I realized that this tree was talking to me, of course, what I'm gonna do? Say, man, I ain't listening to you. Of course, I sat there because I'm like, I can't believe this. This can't be real. And as I just sat there and listened to that tree, like I said, that tree talked to me and he was acting like he knew me. And I could tell he was very disappointed in me. But he also told me, you're not doing this. This ain't you. You're not gonna do this. And I couldn't believe that. And you know what? I kid you not. As broke as I felt, as low as I felt, as bad as I felt, as discouraged as I felt, in that instant, once that tree said, you're not doing this. You're not going to do this. You know what I did, family? I kid you not. I got down on my knees and I began to pray. I began to pray. And I asked the Father to forgive me for all of my sins. Okay? And I asked the Father to have mercy on me and to bless me. Family, I kid you not. Here's the end of this story. I kid you not, family. Hit the like button, hit the bell, and subscribe if you're not. Family, as I am saying this prayer, I'm thanking God for this tree talking to me. I'm thanking God for this tree talking me out of committing this robbery. I'm asking God to forgive me for my sins. I'm thanking God imagine the feeling that you would feel if you for real life had a tree talk to you and talk you out of committing a robbery. A tree called to you, hey, 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 until you look and focus on the tree and hear what he got to say. I kid you not. As I'm praying to God, thanking God, asking him to forgive me, asking him to have mercy on me, asking him to bless me, thanking him that this tree didn't talk to me, I kid you not. As I am on my knees praying, I hadn't even finished the prayer, family. I had not even finished my prayer. As I'm praying, and I told y'all, I filled out too many job applications to count for months on end. Do you know, literally, as I am saying my prayers, the phone starts ringing, family? I kid you not. I can't make this up, family. Hollywood can't make up a better script than this story I'm telling y'all right now. And this is just one story. The day a tree talked to me. As I'm praying to the Most High, on my knees, the phone rings. I go over there. Hello? It's a company that wants to hire me. Hey, y'all, family, I can't make this up. I can't make this up, family. I never told nobody about this story, family. The Howard's portion says, I can almost guarantee you that robbery would have went way left. Yup. Yada Yahweh for looking out for you. Yes, brother. Yes, brother. Brother. Yahweh's portion, you are correct, brother. You are correct. That robbery would have went way left. Way left. So the Most High allowed that tree to talk to me out of committing a robbery. I'm telling y'all, family, I know it sounds crazy, but I heard an audible voice, just like y'all hear my voice like I'm talking to y'all. I heard a voice when that tree was addressing me, family, and I could tell he was very disappointed in me. You know how when somebody, you talking to somebody, and then there are those brief pauses in conversation where ain't nobody saying nothing but y'all just looking at each other. As I'm sitting there looking at the tree, I see the tree, I can feel the tree looking at me. Like, Like I could tell. I said the tree was disappointed in me. I felt the energy. I know what it's like when somebody disappointed in you. The tree was disappointed in me, fam. And as I'm on my knees praying to God, once I realized that tree actually talked me out of a robbery, and I know that something like that can only come from God. Even when I was black back then, I knew that only God can make something like this happen. I got down on my knees and started praying to God. And as I'm praying, the phone rings. A company wants to bring me in to hire me, and they did hire me. Hey, family, all praises to the mighty one of Jacob. And as Yahweh portion says, I can almost guarantee you that robbery would have went way left. Yahweh for looking out for you. Facts, bruh. The Most High was definitely looking out, and he confirmed it as I was praying. Somebody calls. The Most High made this happen in his time. I've been filling out applications for months and months and months. And the day when I'm about to go commit a robbery, he sends a tree to talk me out of it. And as I'm giving thanks to him, a job, the Most High put it on their heart to call me at that particular time. They could have called me way earlier, or they could have not called at all, or they could have called after. But the Most High said, as he's on his knees praying to me, I'm going to make that guy call him right now. I can't make this up, family. And that is the story, the true story, 100% true story of the time a tree talked to me. So yes, trees can talk. Yes, they can. Family, I just wanted to share that with y'all. Okay, I see I've been on here for like an hour. And I'm getting ready to go because I got to start doing things preparing for captivity like us all. Of course, I've had a long day in slavery, like the majority of us, but it's all good in the neighborhood. Tav X, Hebrews, purity, and becoming one. I thank all of y'all for being here today. Brother Ben Israel says, Mr. Real Talk, the Most High always warned us before destruction. Facts, brother. Facts. I thank him for doing that because I had no doubt about it. That robbery was going to go way left. Yahweh's portion says, just wondering, did you even get to finish in the idol's name before they called? No. Hey, look, Yahweh's portion, that's crazy. Because you know what? Had I been allowed to finish that prayer, I'm sure I would have finished that prayer in the name of the idol. Why, hey, bruh? Yahweh's portion, I did not even think about that. No, I did not have time. Oh, my God. Hey, bruh. Oh, snap. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my Yahweh. Hey, I want to thank you for bringing that out. Hey, anybody in here watching this on this live, or whether you watch on the playback, y'all know how black people love calling on the idol at the end of our prayers. We say, in the name of JC or Yahweh Shai, something like that. Brother Yahweh's portion said, just wondering, did you even get to finish in the idol's name before they called? And the answer is no. Because I'm in the middle of my prayers. And as I'm praying, the Most High said, hey, call that Negro right there and give him a job. And as I'm praying, when the phone rung, it broke my prayer. So I had to stop praying and go answer the phone. I don't know what it's going to be. I'm thinking it's just going to be another regular call. And then they say, not only is, we want to bring you in. Look, nigga, you got the job. You starting Monday or something like that. Y'all, I can't make this up. Yahweh's portion says, exactly. Praise him. Exactly. And Most High said, you know what? This idol, he ain't getting involved in this. He ain't getting no mention in this prayer. He ain't getting no praises. As he's praying to me, I'm going to pop this thing off. All praises, y'all, to the mighty one of Jacob. All praises to the God of Israel. All praises to Yahweh. Tav X, purity and becoming one. I'm out, Hebrews. Thank y'all for hanging out. Peace, blessings, love, and safety to every one of y'all. Like this video, hit the bell for subscriptions. I'm out, Hebrew.